John doesn't subscribe.
You can't put it back in the box!
We have to try.
It's too late.
I've gotten a lot of requests for this video. It might be one of my most requested videos of all time, is to talk about Jurassic World Rebirth, the new Jurassic movie that's releasing on July the 2nd next year. And I'm sure if you're here, you already know about this movie, probably. This isn't a news video to cover everything we know so far, because really this is just me talking about what I think about the film, because a lot of people have asked for my opinions, and it takes a lot to write in just individual comments to people. So yeah, we're going to go over what's been said so far, and I'm going to talk about what's really exciting and what's not fairly briefly, so I'll leave out a lot of details, especially since I'm recording this all in one take with no notes or script or anything. So if you have any questions about what I think, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will reply. So, we've known about this film since January, I'd like to think, February, sometime like that. We first got leaked information that a new film was being worked on actively, but all they had was a script, and that script was written by David Coep? I think that's right. And he is the writer of the Jurassic Park script and the Lost World script, which are my two favorite Jurassic World movies, so I was really excited about this. I don't think we knew as early as January that he'd written it, but my memory is kind of not remembering. And then basically we got leaked over a little while what they knew about the film. We saw some potential directors, one guy that they fired, and then they finally settled on Gareth Edwards, which I think is an amazing choice, but I'll talk more about that in a little bit. And we have Steven Spielberg producing, and I don't remember who the other producers are. And we have a pretty solid cast so far. We don't know the entire cast. We have Jonathan Bailey, Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and some others. Those are the only three that I remember just off the top of my head. The main thing that actually excited me about this film was the direction from the set photos we started to get leaked. I was excited when I saw that this was being written, but especially considering that, you know, we heard, hey, there's a film coming, and they're like, alright, this is releasing July next year. It felt super quick. I felt like maybe they were going to make a rushed movie, and I wouldn't mind like a lower budget film than Jurassic World or Fallen Kingdom, which Fallen Kingdom had an insane budget. I think that when we got these set photos started to be leaked and we heard about the filming locations and such, they're filming in Thailand, which at first I wasn't sure about, and I was convinced by this point that they were, even before we got that first little synopsis, that we were going to be returning to the island, even if it wasn't actually a prequel, which it turned out it's not, but it's spiritually a prequel in a way. Then I was super excited because it felt like, you know, they're bringing on David Coep, Steven Spielberg, Gareth Edwards. It feels like they're trying to put it back in the box. They're trying to fix what they did with Jurassic World Dominion and Fallen Kingdom, which I think is a good direction, because Jurassic World Dominion is not good and is no longer Jurassic Park or resembles the storytelling or reasons of Jurassic Park, and the story is the most important part for me in any film. Yeah, anyway, around this time we started to see these set photos. We saw some boats. We knew they were filming in Malta, so a lot of people thought we'd be going back to the Black Mark and stuff, but they were just filming in Malta for the water tanks. And we've seen two different boats, the main one being like a military type boat, which we're now pretty confident that we know what that's for. You know, we started seeing these clips of them recording in the Thailand jungles, which they don't look exactly like Nublar or Sorna, definitely not Nublar, but they could definitely bring a unique look at the islands. And I want to mention the very first synopsis that we got mentions that they are returning to the island, which we have a lot of speculation right now on what the island is. I'm fairly confident that it's Isla Sorna, actually. Not only because this would make sense from a standpoint of appeasing the fans, but also they're returning to the island, and it's clearly not Nublar. It'd be really weird if it was Nublar. So I think it's Sorna. I don't think they're bringing in a new island location. But yeah, at this point I was excited, but still quite skeptical, mostly because of the time frame, and because I could see them trying to make this look better than it was, considering how fast they seem to be making this, which I honestly expected a way longer break between Dominion and this film than just 3 years. I thought we'd have to wait 5 to 8 years at least, but we don't. And now we have a proper plot synopsis. They're filming indoors in London right now. That doesn't necessarily mean they're filming indoor scenes. They could still be filming on big sets, doing jungle scenes like with a lot that they did Jurassic Park 3. I can't speak. But now we have this synopsis. 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, the planet's ecology has proven largely inhospitable to dinosaurs. Those remaining exist in isolated equatorial environments with climates resembling the one in which they once thrived. The three most colossal creatures within that tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug that will bring miraculous life-saving benefits to humankind. Academy Award nominee Johansson plays a skilled covert operations expert, Zora Bennett, contracted to lead a skilled team on a top-secret mission to secure the genetic material from the world's three most massive dinosaurs. When Zora's operation intersects with the civilian family, whose boating expedition was capsized by marauding aquatic dinos, they all find themselves stranded on an island where they come face to face with a sinister, shocking discovery that's been hidden from the world for decades. When I first read this, and they had the logo reveal too, it just kept getting better. Alright, we start 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, so some time has passed. The planet's ecology has proven largely inhospitable to dinosaurs, not only realistic, but they put it back in the box. Now we can do actually good Jurassic Park storytelling, that we don't have to deal with the ridiculous mainland plot. You can take out the word plot. Those remaining exist in isolated equatorial environments with climates resembling the ones in which they once thrived. I'm getting some really great novel vibes from this when you have the dinosaurs, the aberrant forms in Costa Rica and such. Could have some super cool scenes in this movie going on with that. And I mean, this is really awesome. Like, just that idea of... Yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into that right now. The three most colossal creatures within the tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug that will bring miraculous life-saving benefits to humankind. I think that what they need the drug for will certainly have to do with the dinosaurs, which is what makes me suspect DX's involvement. Why is it infecting people now and not before? I mean, it could literally be a mutation, or it could have to do something to do with maybe... reminds me of the lysine contingency. Maybe there was another contingency. They couldn't cure the dinosaurs of the disease, but they gave them some kind of supplement while they were in the park, and only park employees would know about this. But Dr. Wu would know about that, and I'm sure he would have mentioned it in Dominion, but who knows? We haven't seen the film yet, and I've seen a lot of criticism of it's the three biggest dinosaurs, and I don't think it's going to be in the film like, hey, we have to go find the three biggest dinosaurs, because we do. I think that's just what's going to happen. It's just going to happen to be the three biggest dinosaurs. I don't think in universe it's going to be like, let's go find the three biggest ones we can. But yeah, then we get some more information on the characters, because we knew we were going to have 6 people stranded on the island. We knew that pretty early on with that first synopsis. And those are the people who were apparently in the waters. Maybe we have an easel sort of sailing situation type thing, or maybe it's something different. And we have just normal people, and I think that was the second boat we saw, that nicer civilian boat. But then we also have this team that's apparently sponsored by some big company, probably not Masrani Global. Manticorp has been absorbed by Biosyn. Biosyn has been made, like, kind of not really a thing. My guess is that now the dinosaurs in Biosyn Valley would have been under some sort of United Nations body that would still be a form of Biosyn, but not controlled by any one nation. Yeah, so I do think the disease will be not necessarily called DX, but it will have to do with the dinosaurs, because it feels kind of random otherwise. And it'll have something to do with their creation. And we had some really weird titles going around at first, like Jurassic City, which was a bad title, and I don't think an actual one. But then we have... I'm losing trains of thought everywhere. But yeah, we have the 2 teams on the island. It sounds very Lost World-esque and Jurassic Park 3-esque, and a lot of references to the novels, which would be super cool. Looking at the 2 screenshots we have, particularly I like this one with the flare, and also we have engine logo. A lot of people like spotted it in this picture, but we also had it on some other set photos they had before with the dock. And we have the dead Parasaurolophus as dinosaurs, and also the Velociraptor potentially. Don't know what design the Velociraptor will be, but it is soft confirmed to be in this movie. And yeah, so I think we're going back to Sorna, almost certainly. And I think it would be weird to do not Sorna unless they have a really cool inventive idea that nobody's thought of. This sounds super cool, and I don't understand a lot of the criticism that I've heard of the plot. I don't understand them. I do think that we could have some really cool involvement with the island's natives. As we've seen from some of the set photos, we're seeing the Mayan ruins like the ones in Trespasser. We could have some really interesting stuff going on here, because there is some canon and a lot of soft canon surrounding the natives of Isla Nublar and Sorna. And anyway, there's the sinister, shocking secret that's been hidden from the world for decades. What is this? I don't know. I don't think it's as simple as InGen creating or unintentionally creating the disease that caused this, because that feels kind of unoriginal because it's from the Lost World novel, unless Co-op is trying to like do proper justice to that novel with this new movie. I think we can have a lot of really cool dinosaur scenes, and somebody said that the film asks a lot of fundamental questions like Jurassic Park, which is really important to me, and I think this just sounds like it's a so much higher quality film than the last two, and I'm so excited for July the 2nd. Obviously, the really rushed time frame is still a bit of a worry, but I mean, this can be done so well, and I'm really excited for Jurassic World Rebirth to come out. And also, looking at the logo, to be honest, when I first saw the logo, I did not like it. It looks like a Jurassic World Evolution 2 DLC logo, and it's still not my favorite. However, we do have that really cool sunrise and the yellow and blue colors representing the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park stuff, or it's just the yellow's not supposed to represent Jurassic Park, and it's just the sunrise, and it's rising over the sky, which is blue, and that's the Jurassic World era. And now I have this new thing. But before talking more about this and going into too much detail and speculation, I want to keep this video fairly brief, and yeah, any questions you guys have about what I think, I can answer in the comments. On the point of the dino-human hybrids, no, it's not. There's not really a reasonable reason to think it is, and I don't think that they would be illogical enough to do that. But yeah, this could be really awesome. I'm still trying to hold on to a bit of skepticism because I don't want to get too overhyped, especially since, you know, we have 11 months to wait, or 10 now. Yeah, 10 months to wait, under 10 months to wait. But as far as trailers go, I hope we get one in a Thanksgiving Day trailer, like a very short teaser, like 15 seconds, like we got with Jurassic World back in 2015. And then the Super Bowl trailer will be our real trailer. And then we'll probably get a second trailer March, April time. Until then, I think we'll have some slight leaks from the set, but not too much, considering they're filming indoors now, and once they're done filming and like they're still doing primary photography, so I mean, they can't have that much more to film. At most 1 month, but I kind of doubt even that long. So yeah, I've dragged this video on for a super long time. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you think about Jurassic World Rebirth. You liked the video and stuff, because yeah, and subscribe for more Jurassic Park related stuff and things. Thank you for watching the video. I still don't know how to do outros after like 130 videos. Alright, bye.